Imagine a connection so profound that even the cosmos seems to acknowledge it. Welcome to history's wildest coincidences, where reality defies all expectations. Consider the astounding case of Mark Twain, born in the year of Halley's comet's appearance, and who foretold his death with its return. He died just one day after the comet's closest approach to Earth in 1910. Join us as we delve into this and other incredible tales. Number 20. The Brothers in Bermuda. In 1974, a tragic accident occurred in Bermuda when a taxi struck and killed a man riding a moped. Exactly 1 year later, in a twist that seems too improbable to be true, the same taxi, driven by the same driver, carrying the same passenger, killed the man's brother on the same moped, on the very same street. The eerie repetition of details makes this one of history's most chilling coincidences. Today, this story serves as a cautionary tale about the unpredictability of life, often discussed in local folklore and driving safety courses. Number 19. Dennis the Menace. In an incredible instance of simultaneous creation, two Dennis the Menace comic strips were independently developed in the US and the UK in 1951, each featuring a mischievous boy with the same name. This bizarre coincidence is a beloved tale in the world of comics, illustrating the unpredictable emergence of similar ideas in different cultural contexts. The character remains a staple in comic history discussions and a case study in intellectual property courses. Number 18. Mark Twain and Halley's Comet. Mark Twain, the beloved American author, was born in 1835, the same year Halley's Comet made its appearance. Twain himself predicted that he would die when the comet returned. Remarkably, he passed away in 1910, the day after Halley's Comet's closest approach to Earth. This coincidence underscores the enigmatic connection between Twain and the celestial phenomenon, a story often recounted in discussions of his life and works. Number 17. The Lincoln and Kennedy Link. The uncanny parallels between Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy's presidencies have fascinated many. Elected 100 years apart, both presidents were succeeded by a man named Johnson and were assassinated on a Friday, seated beside their wives. Their assassins were known by 3 names each and were killed before their trials. These bizarre coincidences are explored in numerous books and documentaries, highlighting the mysterious threads that weave through history. Number 16. The Titanic and Titan. In 1898, author Morgan Robertson wrote a novel about an unsinkable ship called the Titan that struck an iceberg and sank. 14 years later, the Titanic met a strikingly similar fate, hitting an iceberg and sinking. The accuracy of Robertson's predictions has led to endless speculation and debate about the nature of his foresight. Today, his novel is studied alongside the Titanic's history, reflecting on the eerie prescience of fiction. Number 15. The Jim Twins. Separated at birth and reunited at 39, the Jim twins discovered they had lived parallel lives, marrying women named Linda and Betty, and naming their sons James Allen. This astonishing story of identical twins showcases the powerful interplay between genetics and environment. It has been extensively studied by psychologists and is often cited in discussions about nature versus nurture. Their story remains a fascinating case study in twin research. Number 14. The Hoover Dam Tragedy. The construction of the Hoover Dam was bookended by tragedy. The first and last workers to die were a father and son, both on December 20th, but 13 years apart. This startling coincidence has been a poignant footnote in the history of the dam's construction, highlighting the personal costs of monumental engineering projects. It serves as a reminder in safety protocols and historical discussions surrounding the dam. Number 13. Edgar Allan Poe's prediction. Edgar Allan Poe's only novel, The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym, eerily foretold a real-life disaster. In his book, shipwreck survivors resort to cannibalism, including a cabin boy named Richard Parker. Decades later, an actual shipwreck saw its desperate survivors, including a cabin boy named Richard Parker, facing the same grim fate. Poe's seemingly prophetic tale continues to intrigue literature enthusiasts and scholars who delve into the mysterious intersections between fiction and reality. Number 12. The Assassination Coincidence. Robert Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln's son, was saved from a train accident by Edwin Booth, brother of John Wilkes Booth, who would later assassinate his father. This startling incident has woven itself into the fabric of American historical narrative, offering a haunting look at how closely linked our lives can be with those of our adversaries. This event is frequently explored in books and documentaries about the Lincoln presidency. Number 11. Adams and Jefferson. Former U.S. Presidents John Adams and Thomas Jefferson both died on July 4, 1826, the 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Their simultaneous deaths on such a momentous date have been interpreted as a dramatic patriotic coincidence. This event is central in discussions on the intertwined lives of these two founding fathers and continues to be commemorated in American history education. Number 10. Catherine Eddowes and Mary Kelly. Catherine Eddowes, a victim of Jack the Ripper, was arrested and gave a false name, Mary Kelly, before being released. Later, she was murdered by the Ripper, and his next victim was indeed named Mary Kelly. This eerie coincidence adds another layer of mystery to the already chilling saga of Jack the Ripper. The story continues to captivate true crime enthusiasts and is a focal point in the ongoing analysis of the Ripper's identity and crimes. Number 9. Tamerlane's tomb. In 1940, Soviet archaeologists opened the tomb of Tamerlane, despite a curse warning of an invasion. Astonishingly, 3 days later, Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa, the invasion of the Soviet Union. This uncanny coincidence has sparked discussions about the power of curses and historical warnings. Tamerlane's tomb and the subsequent events are often referenced in documentaries exploring WW2 and historical superstitions. Number 8. Wilmer McLean's Civil War connection. Wilmer McLean's home played a unique role in the American Civil War. The first major battle occurred on his farm, and the war ended in his parlor with General Lee's surrender to General Grant. McLean's story is a poignant illustration of the war's pervasive reach and has become a symbol of the conflict's personal toll. His home is now a historical site, drawing visitors who want to connect with this unique piece of Civil War history. Number 7. The first and last WWI soldiers. The first and last British soldiers killed in WWI are buried only 6 meters apart in Belgium, despite the arrangement being unplanned. This haunting coincidence underscores the immense loss of life and the war's circularity. Their graves have become a poignant reminder of the conflict's human cost, frequently visited by historians and relatives paying their respects. Number 6. Napoleon and Hitler. The rise and fall of Napoleon and Hitler share striking similarities, each occurring 129 years apart. Both leaders came to power, led expansive military campaigns, and faced ultimate defeat under harsh winter conditions in Russia. This historical parallel highlights the cyclical nature of power and conquest. The comparison is a common topic in historical analyses, emphasizing the lessons that can be learned from history's patterns. Number 5. Anne Parish's book. Author Anne Parish made an astonishing discovery in a Paris bookstore when she found a childhood book with her name and address written inside, decades after she had lost it. This incredible coincidence highlights the emotional power of lost and found objects. Parish's story has become a beloved anecdote in literary circles and is often cited in discussions about the serendipity of life's small miracles. Number 4. The Carmania and Trafalgar. During World War I, the British ship Carmania, disguised as the German ship Trafalgar, encountered and sank the actual German ship Trafalgar, which was disguised as the Carmania. This naval coincidence is a fascinating example of wartime subterfuge and the unpredictable nature of battle. The incident is a popular case study in military strategy courses and maritime history discussions. Number 3. Henry Tragne's Duels. Henry Train was known for winning 4 duels because his opponents died of natural causes before the duels could take place. Ironically, he died before his 5th duel began. This peculiar series of events showcases the capricious nature of fate and is often referenced in discussions about dueling customs and historical anecdotes. Tragne's story remains a curious footnote in the history of personal combat. Number 2. Miss Unsinkable. Violet Jessop, known as Miss Unsinkable, survived the sinkings of the Titanic, the Britannic, and an accident on the Olympic. Her remarkable story of survival has made her a legendary figure in maritime history. Jessop's experiences are frequently highlighted in documentaries and books about the Titanic and its sister ships, illustrating her extraordinary resilience and luck. Number 1. Dorothy Eady's Reincarnation. Dorothy Eady, also known as Seti, claimed to be the reincarnation of an ancient Egyptian priestess. Her extensive knowledge of ancient Egypt, much of which was later verified by Egyptologists, has fascinated scholars and the public alike. Eady's story is a captivating example of the mysteries of the human mind and past life memories. Her life continues to be studied and celebrated in the fields of Egyptology and reincarnation research. That wraps up our adventure through some of history's wildest coincidences. If you love discovering these unique stories with us, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more curated lists ranging from the top 5 must-sees to the top 20 deep dives across various destinations. Your support enables us to continue revealing the best-kept secrets and sharing them with you. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to explore more together in our next video.